LeBron James got treatment on his ankle and is expected to miss the Golden State Warriors game. And the question is, how big of a deal is this? Now, obviously, look, the Lakers can't really afford to lose games. The Lakers can't really afford to be in a situation where they kind of backtrack. They are currently cruising. They are 11-5 in the last 16 games. We need to kind of keep that pace the rest of the way. You're going into Golden State against a very hot Warriors team who have won 6 out of the last 7, just like the Lakers, and they're at home, and they need to beat the Lakers desperately. Right? They are currently in the 10th seed behind the Lakers, and if they win, they would get a full game on the Lakers and now only be half a game back of the Lakers for that 9th spot. The Lakers are currently 2 games out of the 8th seed, 2.5 games out of the 7th seed, and 3.5 games out of the 5th seed, with the tiebreakers over the Phoenix Suns and the New Orleans Pelicans. So if you can at least finish with the same record as those two teams, you would now be the 5th seed, which would be nice. You'd also currently, if things play out the way that they currently are, you'd actually have a first-round matchup against the Denver Nuggets. So, hey, look, Gotta beat them eventually, right? So might as well play them in the first round. But nonetheless, right, we have a lot of work to do. We got to head in the right direction. And LeBron James missing a game or two is not ideal. But look, I don't think it's that huge, right? Obviously, if the Lakers lose to the Warriors, then it kind of shines a bit more of a spotlight on it than it would otherwise. But one, I think the Lakers can beat the Warriors without LeBron James. Two, even if they lose to the Warriors, right, you still got 4 games in which all 4 games are very winnable. And you need LeBron during that stretch, and especially the month of March, right? Like if I had to trade the Warriors game for LeBron to be extra fresh, kind of have that tune-up like D'Lo had, so that way we can make this push in March and then have a healthy LeBron in the postseason, I would trade that game all day long. But look, if LeBron doesn't play, guys got to step up. You know, D'Lo has been great. Austin Reeves has been fantastic. The last 10 games, Austin Reeves looks like classic vintage Austin Reeves. But got to keep that up. You got to maintain that. Spencer Dinwiddie, if you don't have LeBron, that's a good opportunity for him to really be more aggressive and be more assertive and really establish himself as a key fixture on this team. I've said this before, without LeBron, we're not better without LeBron. We absolutely need LeBron James, especially in the postseason. And look, let's not pretend like LeBron hasn't been beyond healthy this year. I mean, we all kind of expected LeBron to miss 20-plus games this year, and he's missed, what, like 5? He's been great. He's been fine. And if he's got to have a little tune-up, I know it's frustrating, right? Because it's like, man, we really need this game against the Warriors, but we are playing a back-to-back against the Spurs and the Warriors. You could argue better to have LeBron for the Warriors game because you get that win. You probably beat the Spurs regardless, even if he rests. But you could also make the other argument where it's like, okay, the Lakers could still beat the Warriors without LeBron. If you beat the Warriors, then great. But if LeBron comes back for the Spurs game, then you're all but guaranteed that Spurs win. So at least you kind of offset it. Right, so get him back for the game in which he doesn't have to like overexert himself. But again, like this is a team that is more than capable of, for a game or two or several over the course of the regular season, can kind of fill in the gap for LeBron James. All right, we've seen what Rui can do when LeBron James is out. He makes up a lot for his offense. Austin Reeves picks it up. D'Lo picks it up. You can offset the 25 a game that he gives you. The rebounds, right? Everyone contributes. Everyone goes and rebounds. Rui gets to play his natural 4, so he rebounds better than when he's playing the 3. And then, you know, Christian Wood gets more time, and he can rebound better. So now you kind of offset the rebounds, the playmaking department, right? D'Lo just came off of a 17 assist game. He's more than capable of doing that again. He's a guy that can just kind of be the playmaker. Now you have Spencer Dinwiddie, who you didn't have in the previous games. Now Spencer Dinwiddie can be out there and make plays and get guys going and score. So the Lakers are fine in that department. We're going to need our guard play, and especially Rui Hachimura, to pick it up, right? At the end of the day, we need these two guys in LeBron James and Anthony Davis as healthy as possible for the postseason. Even if we have to be a play-in team and we have to be in the 7th or 8th seed, which if we're in the 9th or 10th, I have my concerns without a doubt. But even if we're a 7th or 8th seed, but we have a healthy, fully ready to go LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I would much rather that than a hobbled, hurt LeBron James and Anthony Davis going into the play-in anyway, and now we got to go fight. Or we got a first-round matchup against Denver, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis are on one leg because we overexerted them throughout the course. Look, we dug our own hole. We did. We dug our own hole. With a lot of our inconsistencies and lack of real play early on, and now we got to climb out of it, which I believe this team fully can. I believe that you got 26 games, you go win 15 to 17 of those games, I believe they'll be in the 6th seed. Particularly because, again, we have the tiebreakers over the Pelicans and the Phoenix Suns, as long as we keep pace with them. But it is a real battle that we're going to have to climb. It's a real hill that's just not going away. And we absolutely, again, need LeBron James and Anthony Davis as healthy as possible. But to me, I would rather preserve LeBron James and Anthony Davis as much as possible to ensure that they are as good to go. We made the conference finals with a LeBron James on one leg that needed foot surgery, one-legged Anthony Davis, and one-legged D'Angelo Russell. What happens last year if those three guys are healthy and those three guys are 100%? Right? I'm not saying that we absolutely would have beaten Denver, but I guarantee you it wouldn't have been a sweep. You're telling me a fully healthy LeBron James and Anthony Davis wouldn't have won at least 2 games? At least. So now it's a game. Now you're in at least game 6, right? Let's say you win the 2 home games and it's 2-2 going into game 5. Again, you're in a position where anything could happen. Anything could happen. And all those games were super close. You don't think a fully healthy LeBron James that could just turn back the clock slightly, a fully healthy Anthony Davis that might have been able to be a little more aggressive, a little more physical, you don't think that would have helped in any way? Of course it would have. Especially down the stretch in those games where those games were tight and close. I fully believe that they would have grabbed a couple things or a couple wins, right? We need LeBron James and we need him to be as healthy as possible. And I believe we have enough talent on this roster. We talked about it in the offseason that, hey, man, we could win a couple games without LeBron James. Man, look, LeBron James missing the Dubs game doesn't mean that he's missing the rest of the season or anything, knock on wood, right? I would rather him go get the tune-up, go be healthy, get this, because between missing the previous Jazz game and then up till the Spurs game, you got basically almost 2 weeks worth of rest. I'd rather him have that. I'd rather him get that rest, go into the Dubs game, and go try to get the win without him. Now he comes back for the Spurs game. You go get the Spurs win. Hell, if we beat the Warriors, I would actually be okay with the Lakers sitting LeBron against the Spurs. I mean, I want him to play if he can. But if we get the Dubs game and it's okay, we got the Spurs, we should be able to beat the Spurs as long as we have AD, right? Because the one game we lost to the Spurs, we didn't have AD. I'm okay with that. Again, we need as many wins as possible, but we also need these guys healthy. Us going 26-0 the rest of the way, and us getting into the 5th seed to play Denver in the first round, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis are now injured and are limping their way into that matchup, is not going to lead to success. Is not going to lead to us beating Denver in the first round. LeBron James and Anthony Davis being fully healthy and us playing Oklahoma City or something like that, or the Clippers in the first round, but LeBron James and Anthony Davis are fully healthy and they're ready to go and they're pumped and energized, that is going to lead to success. That is going to lead to us winning a first round matchup against whomever. That's going to lead to us winning, even if we do. Because look, Denver's only game and a half out of the 2 seed. Let's say the Lakers end up finishing let's say they move into the 3 seed because they're only a game behind the Clippers. Let's say Denver ends up the 3 seed. We finish as the 6 seed. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are 100%, I'll take our chances against Denver. I'd much rather that and us go face Denver with a fully healthy, ready to go LeBron James and a fully healthy, ready to go Anthony Davis than us, finishing as the 6th seed, and now we got to play the Clippers or the Nuggets or something like that, and they're just not healthy. We're not beating those teams without a healthy LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So, and I understand LeBron's greatness. I understand how incredible he is and how he's still, a top 15 player in the league at worst. I mean, I think you can even make an argument he's still a top 10 guy. But it's just crazy to me that, people are so quick to, LeBron is this and he's selling this. Dude, the guy's still 39 years old, right? The guy is still in year 21, right? He's not even supposed to be this good, right? Literally, he's setting every record in the history of the league because he is this good this late. So for him to miss a game or two, and I understand, he's in the All-Star game or whatever. I don't care, right? The All-Star game is not the All-Star game it used to be. The All-Star game is not this grueling thing. I mean, he's just out there. Go if you watch that game. There's no reason you're like, I can't believe LeBron played the All-Star game. He could have been in a wheelchair or crutches and still played that game. It's seriously. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel about LeBron missing this game? Do you have concerns? Are you okay with it? Again, I don't want LeBron missing a bunch of games. Not what I'm saying. But him missing a game or two, I'm okay with it. It's fine, right? He's been very healthy this season. Again, knock on wood. Him and AD have been very healthy this season. And I'd rather keep it that way. I'd rather it be that way. But you feel the same way? Again, I feel what your thoughts are. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.